Don't go up there! Careful, careful, careful. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Don't go up there. Very stupid. Don't go up there! Silly cyclist.
Welcome back to Silly Cyclists. This is episode 51, and as always, we'll be starting right off at number 10. As numbers are increasing, you need to make sure that you take care when coming off the line. There's lots of us at exactly the same level. You can't just go and move straight over to the left. It's extremely dangerous. You don't know how quickly the person next to you is going to accelerate. And you need to make sure that you look first before you start moving over. Give it at least 10 meters, then start moving over. When you come up to junctions, make sure that you do slow down properly and check, especially if there's something blocking her view. There was a big taxi there that did block her view. You just need to make sure that you take it a little bit slower and hopefully you won't go over the handlebars. Number 8. As there's traffic on the right hand side, you need to be cautious of people moving in and out. And if you do want to move out from the outside to the inside, inside to the outside, you need to make sure that as you're about to change that you look clearly. This guy didn't. Unfortunately, I timed my shoulder check to perfection, and whilst it's visible in the film, it wasn't actually that clear to me what had happened when I was actually doing it. He just appeared out of nowhere like he was some sort of magician. Number 7, as more and more people cycle and more people use the roads in general, there's going to be a little bit less space, and we need to be more courteous to each other. And in situations like this, speed is not really the key. Traffic's tight, there's turnings, there's zebra crossings, people could be crossing through the cars, there's high-sided vans you can't see past. So speed is not not something you should be focused on. You should be taking your time, being aware of your surroundings, looking around at everything, making sure you're taking everything in and understanding. So the fellow in front actually overtook that female cyclist way too close. It was, seriously close. They both wobbled a bit trying to get away from each other, but there wasn't really much room on either side. And in fact, he's not actually faster than her, and you can see that she's caught up quite easily. And this is only a small incline, and she's already gone straight past him easily. So, make sure that A, you leave enough space, and B, really only take it if you're going to be faster than the other person. Otherwise, there's really no point. It's not very good etiquette. And we have number 6. So, it's always wise to keep your bike in working order. And this kid here goes across the pedestrian crossing, which he shouldn't do anyway, and collides with an old man because he can't stop. He has to do like a running stop. So 2 bits of advice: keep your bike in working order, check your brakes regularly, and don't cycle across pedestrian crossings. Number 5. You can see here my anger at this tipper driver because he overtakes these 2 cyclists on approach to stop traffic. And he indicates left.
Don't cycle up there.
Just why bother overtaking? It's annoying, it's stupid, it's pointless. And then the 2 cyclists go and do the thing that they must not do, and I called out here, don't go down there. Unfortunately, a few weeks before this, a cyclist had passed away in this very place, this very corner. Unfortunately, the roadworks mean that the design here is absolutely terrible. These high-sided concrete bars, the corner and the fashion that it is. Luckily here we see them the other side. They made it safe, but boy, it was something that I did not want to see, and I had my heart in my mouth. Number 4, I don't like to comment on things like helmets and headphones. I think a reasonable cyclist shouldn't have a problem with not using them or using them. But as I commented earlier, moving from the inside to the outside, I think this guy is crazy to be riding like this on tri-bars in the city in heavy traffic. It's absolutely crazy, absolute madness. I mean, I can't really put into words how crazy I think this one. And I could easily put this at number 1. And you may disagree with me. Comment in the comments at the end if you think that this one is number 1. It is absolutely madness riding. Number 3. The road up ahead, the one going across, is one way, so no traffic should be coming from the right. And smash this cyclist here does. Almost collides with that car that's moving away from the green light, and then almost crashes into the parked cars. He's a very lucky rider. Absolute madness the way he's riding. And I must say that his riding, for the short while that I was able to attempt to keep up with his madness, was mad. Even madder. I'm surprised he didn't get knocked off. Number 2, this guy here to my left, I think I kind of blocked him a little bit. I think he wanted to come over, but his approach from further down the road could have been better. I kind of sensed here what he was going to do because he's kind of encroaching on me and he wants to go around to the right. But this lorry here hasn't indicated what he's doing. My presumption would always be that he's coming this way and the guy turns right across him. Really risky riding there, really risky. I could easily have put this at number 2, and number 1, sorry, but it's at number 2. He has to go at the guy, and I think it's mad. I shouted out, that's stupid, it's your own fault. Now, number 1, I actually filmed this maybe over a year ago. I've had this one a while. And moving out around the bus, I got one cyclist coming up behind me, another one is just overtaking me, and the lights change. We can't stop, we're too close to the lights, going too fast, and smash this guy. Well, there wasn't a smash, luckily. I was really surprised that there wasn't. But he just comes across the junction as he's got a red light. Just comes pretty much full pelt between 2 vans and almost collides with a couple of us. He swerves around the back, almost hitting the pavement. And I said to the other guy that I need to change my pants because Jesus Christ, that riding was bloody close and not what is expected. There's almost something out of an alley cat race that you watch on YouTube. It's not something that you actually expect to see on London streets. And I've seen this guy around since, so he's still riding. Not seen him actually ride like this, but I believe he's a courier. His handlebar setup with that huge stem certainly makes him stand out. And there's a level of jumping red lights and cycling through pedestrian crossings when there's no one there. And then there's riding like that. It's extremely risky, extremely dangerous, and I hope that he learnt from this close encounter not to do it again. Anyway, that's it for episode 51. I could have very easily put these in a different order, and I did move them around. I wasn't quite sure which order I felt was right. If you have a different opinion, why don't you let us know in the comments. I don't think anything is necessarily wrong, but it would be good to share thoughts. On that note, cycle safely and hopefully see you all soon.